to episode 49 of the Stories on Podcast Show, where we always make a mountain out of a molehill. My name is James.
And my name's Chris.
How are you, Chris?
Good, thank you. You?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I noticed that you were eating some crisps. Chris? That's only one letter away from your name.
That's right. I was putting the crisp in crisp. Well, no, I wasn't actually. I was putting the crisp in Chris.
I could have put some
And I'll have
jam
a
in
pea later.
James.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anyway, should we get to business? We have to wipe away the tears of. We have to wipe away the tears of Christmas and that awful, awful song that you had. Although I did get the numbering a bit confused, so I think episode 48 came out. 47 came out after 48. I think it's all very confusing. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is 49.
If there's only ever no one's counting, other than the fact that you happen to notice it, no one else would have noticed it.
Well, you don't know that, but you're probably right.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Right.
I'd bet everything I've got on it.
You haven't got anything. Oh, I get that bully back. Right. Anyway, listen. Do you want some clues? This isn't a clue, but I'm amazed
Yes,
I haven't
please.
done this.
What is...
I'm amazed I haven't done this song before. So
well, this song.
That's not a
so
clue.
you thought, but
I was sure we'd done it, but we haven't. Can I check? All right. So clue number one: the song was inspired by Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare's.
Shakespeare's.
Well, yeah.
Is that? I thought it was William Shakespeare.
I always give them the plural, the celebrities, to distinguish them from the regular folks.
What?
So I said Michael Caine.
Hold on a minute.
Or Juliet Bravo's.
You don't even know your fucking Shakespeare.
I always, if you knew
Honestly.
me, Chris, which you obviously don't, then you would know that I do that all the time. To that way, people can understand that we're talking about celebrities.
Everyone listening, they lost their fucking belief in. They go, "Oh God, he doesn't even know what he's on about." But go on, so right. The first clue is: have we had the first clue yet or not?
Yeah, fucking hell. Well, Romeo and Juliet, inspired by Romeo and Juliet.
William, yeah.
Any ideas?
No, don't know.
All right. Clue number two. The song was performed.
Eminem.
The song was performed in front of the Queen at her Silver Jubilee. I doubt she was very blown away by it, but
no, don't know. Keep going.
The final clue.
Going.
It was the second hit for these Eurovision winners who got to number one in the UK.
So it's Bucks Fizz, did it? Not making your mind up, because I'm sure you've already done that.
No, we did Land of Make Believe, and it didn't go down well. So no, it's not Bucks Fizz.
Is it? I don't know.
Okay. I can tell you that it is the Brotherhood of Man with Angelo. Do you know the song?
Angelo. Well, I think Angelo's that guy off. What was he on? Angelo. It was like a comedy
Angelo,
song.
It was the guy with that. It was the guy with the carrier bag.
The big glasses and the. Yeah. That's it.
Well, it's not about him. Anyway, should we get on? Should we start the song then?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Take a look at his face. I can tickle you now.
Long ago, high on a mountain in Mexico, lived a young shepherd boy, Angelo, who met a young girl and he loved her so.
All right, so let's start with this. We've got quite a bit of information in the first verse there. We know that it didn't take place in these times. It's a historical piece, if you will. because we could gather that from the clue long ago. And so we got the time. It also gave us
Mexico has been around for a long time.
Yeah, we've also got the place high on a mountain in Mexico. So we know where it is, and we also know we've met our first character, the main character, I would like to say, Angelo, who is obviously a Mexican shepherd.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And we also know that he's encountered and met a girl who he loved very much, who we don't know the name of, unfortunately. I don't think she is named. So
Not yet.
Well, at all. So shall we name her until maybe she gets a name?
Well, mind you, it does say he met a young girl and he loved her so much. I mean, we don't know how old he is yet, do we?
I don't know if they're going to go into the details of his age. It's only a short song. But
Long
let's
ago,
imagine...
high on a mountain. Yeah, but what if he's 80 and she's a young girl? You know,
it's because
really
there's no
if
number
he's 20
that rhymes
and she's
with
a young
her.
girl, that's also really bad.
Well,
depends how
let's
old
say
it
they're
is
both
and
the same age
how
for ease.
you deem a young girl. To some people, a 25-year-old to be a young girl.
Listen, it's all above board. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. But okay, so it's a young girl who he loved. So what's the name of this girl, please?
We normally go for Rita.
We always do. No, choose a new name. She's Mexican for a start.
Gramilietta.
Let's call her Ginny. Griselda.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's there's a show about that.
Right, we'll call her Griselda. All right, so let's find out.
What about Catherine? Catherine.
All right,
Catherine.
Catherine.
It's easy.
Catherine.
Catherine. Yeah. Well, it's a different Latin version of.
Oh, okay. Right, well, Catherine it is.
I mean, it's also Welsh.
Rich was she.
Ooh, it's getting a bit interesting. She's got money.
Came from a very high family. Angelo knew it could never be.
Do you think she came from a very high family because she too lived up the mountain?
Yes, sounds about right, doesn't it? Sounds like it makes sense. You're on the way to their destiny.
Right. So Rich was she came from a very high family. Angelo knew it could never be. So he's just a shepherd boy. So he's obviously not a successful businessman.
So do you think like her family deem him a loser and not fit for
he
her?
knew it could never be. So obviously he was definitely from different sides of the tracks.
They ran away to their destiny. Running away together, running away forever, Angelo. Running away from danger, hiding from every stranger, Angelo.
Right, so they've done a flit, running away together. Running away from danger and hiding from every stranger.
So I think the Dire Straits Romeo and Juliet would have been a better.
But we're not talking about that. I think that maybe Taylor Swift's love story would have been better as well, but we're not doing either of those yet. So we're doing this one. So what danger what danger do you perceive to be up this mountain? Or what I'm going to say, wolves. Definitely wolves.
Yeah. Not the mountain. You could get. We talked about one earlier. Mountain lion. Have you ever seen one of those go for a mountain goat?
No, I haven't actually. But it's probably one of Angelo's jobs to keep the mountain lions away from the goats. So I would suggest.
Do you like mountain goats?
Oh, very, very funny.
How long have you been into mounting goats?
We had a goat once. Didn't do much. I was never
Yeah.
impressed with our goat. Same with goats, because we don't tend to eat them really, do we? Not much in England. I know Jamaican goat curry is
No.
a thing, but I've never really eaten much goat.
I tried it at Notting Hill Carnival.
Did you? When did you go there?
Oh, years ago.
No, you didn't come and visit me, did you?
10 years ago.
That's a bit rude. Oh,
No, visiting my brother.
right.
Popped
Right. Fine.
Well, mind you, you don't visit here when you come up here, do you?
That's a good point.
Mind you, I prefer that you don't.
Right. Quite a lot happened there.
Mm.
Do you need to go over that? They knew it wasn't wrong.
Nope.
They found their love so strong. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. They took
their
then it
lives
kind
at
of
night,
goes, yeah. Then it
didn't they?
really steps up a bit. Okay, so
Mm.
so they were there. This is what happened by the looks of it. They were there one evening, going, "Well, we've done the right thing. We haven't done anything wrong. We're in love with each other." And then somehow it got to them both topping themselves.
Yeah, well, that's what it sounded like. They took their
Well,
lives
that's
at
exactly
night
what it
and
is. They took their lives at night, and
Yeah.
in the morning light, they found them on the sand. So they made it to the bottom of the mountain,
hand in
obviously,
hand, yeah.
and saw them lying there hand in hand. And when I was young, I used to think that they were just asleep, but I'm pretty sure they're dead because they took their lives at night.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened that evening to make them do that. I think there's a missing verse.
He might have pulled out an ear camera and said, "Well, prop this in your ear."
and then they saw some like little monsters running around the earth.
Exactly, and they realised what they're in for. They got fucking worms because they've been fucking doing that, worried about that, and then the worms have done their thing, and they're doing it more, and they go fucking give it themselves more. They just decided the best and safest thing to do for humanity, as well as their own sake, is just fucking end it. Fucking end it. Why would?
So this is if you're interested in why we're talking on this tangent, this is because we've launched a spin-off podcast, because one is never enough, called Vapidity. Here's a little trailer for you now. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, sorry.
Yeah, we haven't got anything to do except talk to each other.
We don't need to tell them, explain to them. Really, 5'5"? I thought he's loads taller than that, because the tall trousers. It does make him look really tall.
They're not tall trousers; they're just regular trousers.
Oh yeah.
The pointless meanderings of two guys. Vapidity podcast. Download it now.
We need to delete this rubbish.
Why? And you can find that wherever you download your iTunes or anything else. I don't know what it's called. But, get a podcast. There you go. Good, that, wasn't it? It's basically just us talking nonsense. But anyway, we better get back to the story. Find out what's happening to our main characters. Oh, they're dead.
Well, they're dead. I don't think, to me, well, it depends on what you believe in, but to me, that's sort of the end of it. So,
well, yeah, well, let's see.
Oh, God, do they go through it again?
Lived a young shepherd boy, Angelo, who met a young girl and he loved her so.
Okay, so it's a bit
How many
of a
fucking times does this go on?
Well, hold on a minute.
This is the first verse again. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think say that there was a massive link.
Have you pressed play? Have you fucking the benefit? If we had old VHS, you'd have had to press rewind. You would have heard it, and you wouldn't have accidentally pressed play again. Because in this fucking modern era, you've hit the fucking replay button, and it's started again without you realizing.
I'll replay you in a minute. The fact is, we have established that there's at least a missing verse here between them being fine and saying it was all fine, to them killing themselves. And this would have been a perfect opportunity to write a few lines. But they chose to just repeat it, which is kind of lazy storytelling, I think.
Well, the story had ended. That's the thing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But it was a link. They could have put another verse in before the end, maybe.
Yeah.
Who?
Angelo. Angelos.
Angelo!
One of the I know someone who got you can pay celebrities to say things.
Oh yes,
Someone
I tried to get
someone-
Angela Lansbury.
I think it was- Oh, did you?
Yeah, I couldn't get anywhere near her.
Yeah, well,
No, go on.
she's probably been warned by what's that poet called? What's the lady called?
Pamez.
Pam.
What?
She's probably been warned by Pam.
So come on, who? What? Why were you?
Angelos wished a happy birthday, so I can't remember. It was maybe like 3 years ago. Angelos did a happy birthday thing to the group. I think I got a name mentioned in it.
Angela Lansbury.
No, Angelos, the guy who Angelo. You know, the guy with the fucking bad hair, the fucking geeky jacket.
Well, we're not talking about him. Right, let's finish this song off.
No, can you?
No, nobody can. Stop.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Even the computer's given up. For fuck's sake. Is it the same fucking words? It really is.
It's the same, yeah. That's it.
Right. You've got the fast forward button. Fast forward it. You fucking made it hit replay. You might as well fast forward it now.
Right, well, it's
If you hit
fading out
replay.
now. That's it. We're done. All right. So, oh crikey! Well, it wasn't quite as good as we thought, was it?
Well, it was all right. It was, yeah. Should we? Have you got the magic?
Did you like it? Did you like it then?
Trope.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll come back to that in a minute. All right. What do you mean, not really? Is there a twist?
No, just talk normally.
Is there a twist?
Remind you that just fine. Yeah, because they die. You don't think they're going to kill themselves.
Yeah, definitely a twist. Is there a moral to the story? Well, don't date rich girls.
Yeah, or just yeah. All right.
Yeah. Does it push the boundaries of believability?
I think so.
Does it?
Well,
we don't know what happened.
Two people who sort of meet and get together, they're highly unlikely, as a general, to then go, no, let's get together and kill ourselves.
Okay.
I think.
Should we let you? Do you want to finish eating your noisy crisps before we carry on the podcast?
Oh shit! Forgotten about them.
All right. Is somebody cheating?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Is revenge involved? We don't know, but we don't think so. It was suicide.
I don't think so.
Is there a telephone involved? No. Before no. Is it a country song? No. Is there a sex worker involved? No. And is it based on a true? Is it based on?
Well, was that one? Maybe he did. Maybe with a sex worker, and she was like, "Whoa."
Well, then that's why she had so much money.
Up. So they both the opposite way around. Maybe she went with an escort.
Well, you're that's your own personal fantasy. We're not going to go there. So I think we'll just say no. Therefore, is it based on a true story? Yes. Probably. So that gets 1, 2, 3.
No, I doubt it. Is it? Do you think it is?
Well, I'm sure that's happened before. Maybe not exactly like that. Up a mountain.
It was
but
based on a true story.
All right, so it gets 5 out of 10, which means it's not a super troper. So that's it. And unfortunately, the Super 2000 has already left because it likes to get on with things.
Even the computer's gone. Even the computer's fucked up. That's AI. That's AI for you.
AI? I wish you watched that film. Watch Brian and Charles, please. It's brilliant. And it just for that joke.
What's it called?
Brian and Charles. Just for the joke. I sent you a copy.
Is it good?
Yeah, just for the joke where they go, he's building a robot and they go, is it AI? And he goes, I. and they go artificial insemination. I keep saying insemination. Artificial.
Artificial insemination. No, but that is what AI originally was.
Well, my dad was an AI. He told me he was a vet. You know,
Your dad was a cow fucker.
Listen, don't be vulgar. But he did do artificial insemination. He was very good at it. But for years, Chris, he told me he was a vet.
When you say he's very good, very, very good in like a professional capacity or amongst the groups of the people he hung around.
In his own words, you need to be able to tickle them in just the right spot to get them pregnant. However, did you hear what I said? But for years, he told me he was a vet.
You saw the stuffed fox and went, oh,
not that many.
Those hands of art.
I mean, till the age of about 6 or 7, not 14. Right. Okay. So I think it's time that we scored it. So what we're going to do, we're going to give it a mark each out of 10. Get that one there.
Sound like you're doing your Dalek voice again then.
No,
there's a story.
Right, we ready? And we are gonna reveal our scores right now. I give it a 5. What do you give it? 7. Oh
no, it's F for fail. No, it is a 7. It is a 7. It is a 7. It's a good story.
It is a good story. I was good. Look, it lost half its points for only writing half the song, in my opinion. If it had written the other verse.
No, you didn't write half the song. He wrote it fucking twice. Don't remember the whole first. They did the whole thing twice in a row.
That's what I mean.
Song twice.
Yeah, which is why. So it gets 12 points, which puts it in 20th place, just below Fairy Tale of New York, 3 Wooden Crosses, The Man Who Couldn't Cry, and it goes along with Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree, mine, Patches, mine, The House of the Rising Sun, which are all very good songs, really. In fact, it's a whole mine section there, really. All right, so that's pretty good. So I'm afraid, like Angelo, I'm going to go.
And you go.
And you go. And so I'll see you next time, and it's your turn next time, Chris, so make it fun.